We are not going back to normal. We are not returning to pre-Trump politics. And this is not just another election cycle. Movements do not go back on the shelf when the founder exits. They just don't. They evolve. And what is coming next is the part I think most people have not even begun to think about because it feels so far-fetched. So I'm going to clearly lay it out so that no one can ever say they didn't understand what was actually at stake. Everyone keeps asking what happens after Trump, as if the movement ends when he exits the stage. It doesn't. Phase 3 is the lock-in, and it's when the movement stops depending on one man and starts functioning as a system designed to outlive him. So here is what that actually means. For us, the adults alive right now, phase 3 will feel subtle, not dramatic. Things get tighter, more political, more controlled. Groceries stay high permanently. Housing never becomes affordable again. Public services get slower and more partisan. Schools quietly change what they teach. The press is still here, but they're less trusted and much easier to discredit. You still vote, but the outcomes are predetermined because the structural advantages are already locked in. And life keeps going. You work, you pick up your kids, you cook dinner, you watch football. And that normalcy is how phase 3 settles in, slowly, enough that people adapt without even realizing what they're adapting to. But the real impact is not on us, it's on our grandchildren, it's on our great-grandchildren and future generations, because once phase 3 locks in, it becomes the world they are born into. A world where inequality is not just economic, but it's structural, where the state you're born in determines your future, where some regions have strong institutions and others have failing schools, weak healthcare, low wages, and there's no path out. A world where political power isn't formal royalty, but it is inherited through donor networks, party loyalty, and corporate influence. A world where education is narrowed, opportunity is restricted, and upward mobility becomes rare instead of normal. And where civilian liberties technically exist, but criticizing the government can quietly limit all of your opportunities or even your safety. Our grandchildren will grow up learning what not to say, and that is how self-censorship becomes a way of life. This is what a movement looks like when it evolves beyond the founder, and that brings us to Trump's successor, because that vacuum will not stay empty. Someone will step into it, and it won't be a carbon copy of him. The successor will be younger, smoother, more disciplined, more ideological, and far more effective at using the system that's being built right now in phase 2. Trump broke the guardrails. His successor will operate the machinery, and whether it is J.D. Vance or Don Jr. or someone in that mold, the next leader won't bring chaos. They will bring competence. They won't need to test the limits. The limits will already be written. So when people ask what happens after Trump, the answer is if phase 2 isn't stopped now, phase 3 becomes the future. A system that no longer revolves around just one man because it no longer needs to. A system that feels manageable to us, but defines every single opportunity, every barrier, every possibility for the generations that come after us. We are not fighting one person anymore. We are fighting whether this system gets finished. That's the part that you need to notice. Stay steady, eyes open, guard the Republic.